Hi folks, I'm gonna show you a little project I did to help the farm. The people in the farm, my sister and other siblings who live here, to make life a bit easier. It's a stove. So this is how they do it currently. And smoke is enveloping the whole kitchen, and it consumes also more firewood. So we did some experiment. We started using clay, but it ended up cracking, so it wasn't good. So what we did was we removed most of the clay in the middle and use concrete instead. Okay, let me explain how it works. So you burn firewood here inside, and both holes, the two burners, should be covered like so, like that, as an example, so that the air will flow from here, goes through the chimney over there. So the chimney creates a draft, increasing the efficiency and the burning temperature inside. I made it in such a way that the leakage through here is minimized, so that the air, most of the air will flow from the bottom instead of coming out here. The smoke will go through there. As per the Romans, the most efficient structure is a semicircle or an arc like so that the load in the middle is zero and the load is distributed to the sides, so it makes it more sturdy than just like a square, like so. So that's how I made it. And probably the most difficult challenge in this part of the project is making the structure or the mold. So what I did, I used a discarded tin can. I think it's about 3 or 4 liter tin can. And the other thing I did for the mold is I used a 26 chicken wire, and using the semi cylinder structure that I made, I overlaid it with this wire, as you can see there, all the way throughout the back, to the back where the chimney is. And then when you pour cement so that it doesn't collapse, flow through the holes, I use a sack, or in this case I use the cement sack. You'll see remnants of it after I did a functional test. And for the rest of the crevices, I use clay, to cover them, like this one here, and also down there. And for where the utensils will sit, I use also discarded GI sheets, like this one here, and turn it into a crown, so that utensils will fit into them. And that will also extend the life of the circle where the utensils will sit. It's completed putting on top of it the concrete for the base of the chimney. It's still wet, as you can see. Hopefully it will cure. After curing, maybe in about a day or two, they can start using this stove, and that will make my sister's life a bit easy. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a final test because today is the last day. It's our last day in the farm, but I am quite happy with the project, and hopefully I'll be able to do some of this in the future, maybe in my farm, who knows. The chimney that I used here came from a junk shop, from a scrapyard. I bought this one for 480 pesos, so that's about $9 US. The other thing that I spent here is for the cement, which in here in the farm cost 230 pesos, is around $4.5. All the rest, the sand, the stone, are all from the construction project, of this new house. And the other innovation I did is I used also discarded GI sheets for the flooring. Though eventually this one will be oxidized and burn away, they can always replace it with a new one, because over time it will keep eroding, because the bottom of this is just made of clay right at the bottom. So thank you for watching, and hope it helped you give an idea on how to make a stove for fire.